Наша сьогоднішня зустріч буде незвичайною. Я спілкуватимусь англійською з волонтером Корпусу Миру Geoffrey Deron Glenn. Зустрічайте, талановитий, активний, успішний, має багатий досвід громадській діяльності Geoffrey Deron Glenn. Hello, Geoffrey.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Why did you decide to become a Peace Corps volunteer? Was it your childhood dream to work in Ukraine?
Not really. Actually, I became a Peace Corps volunteer because I believe in service to other people. And Peace Corps does a screening process, so they ask you a series of questions and then they look at what you've done in your career, where you've gone to in school, and then they try and match up what your strengths are with where they're going to place you. When I applied for Peace Corps, I just asked to be sent where they felt I needed to be.
What is the most interesting part of your job? Is it difficult to work as a volunteer?
It's difficult sometimes. I'm a long way away from my family, my friends, my country, things that I'm used to. However, being here has been an incredible experience. The people in Ukraine are incredible. I've been really fortunate to make a lot of good friends and to find things to do that have challenged me and made me grow, both professionally and as a person. Some of the things that I do here is I'm really here to help other people do what they want to do. So I'm not here to try and tell anybody what to do or how to do something. But when somebody defines like getting more medical equipment or scheduling a tour or organizing a project, then what I try to do is find as many resources so that we can make that happen.
How long are you going to stay in Ukraine?
So service in Peace Corps is 27 months. And the first 3 months you're in training, and then for 24 months you're basically put in service. So you go to a location and that's where you stay for 2 years.
Please tell us about your projects you're managing with now.
So I actually don't manage a lot of projects. What I do is I identify people in the community who have projects they want to work with or on. And then I try and find resources or training or ways to support or assist them in doing that. So as an example, there are a number of people who want to do community development. They want to bring resources to Dubno. So I'm helping them find the resources that they want to bring here. I'm very much like a car mechanic. You own the car and you bought the car and you want to drive the car somewhere. I'm not going to tell you what to do with the car. I want it to run really well. I want it to run, get good gas mileage and get you where you want to go with it.
Besides as a volunteer, could you tell us about your interests?
Yeah. So for 15 years I practiced Kitaisky martial arts, Chinese martial arts. So I teach Tai Chi Chuan. I love to read. I write quite a bit, short stories and poetry. I love music, all kinds of music. For many years I was involved in theatrical stage presentations, and then I was a roadie, rock shows. My brother and I had a band for quite a long time. I am trying to play the ukulele, and I love film. So I studied, for a long time I wanted to be a director. I wanted to make film. So I watch a lot of film.
I like film, music. music. What do you listen to?
So I'll listen to everything from death metal, like headbanging music, to classic, indie, world beat, punk. I mean, if it sounds good, I listen to it. And I have, I just love a lot of artists. My tastes are very varied. And all of my kids love music, so they're always sending me referrals to music. How about you? What do you like? What do you like to listen to?
I like Katy Perry. Do you travel a lot? What countries you visited as a volunteer?
So as a volunteer, actually, I haven't visited a lot of countries. When you're in the Peace Corps, you only get so much vacation. You only get so much time to leave or even travel in the country. Prior to coming to Peace Corps for 20 years, I did a lot of professional work, and so I traveled all over the United States, both for pleasure and for professional development. So most of any city you can name, I've been to. I've been to places like the Grand Canyon, the Tetons, Yellowstone, Yosemite, all through Canada, the Rocky Mountains. I love to hike and be outside. I've been to China, Korea a couple times, Spain, France, England. Haven't been to South America yet, and haven't been to the Mediterranean, so I want to go to Greece, and I want to see Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, probably after I'm done with service. And hopefully in the next couple months I'll make it to Budapest, Prague, and maybe Lithuania. So. Yeah.
What country you want visited?
One of the places I want to go is very badly is Lima in Peru. I don't know. I want to go to Bogota, Colombia.
Pretty good.
Well, actually, U2, the band U2 is playing in Bogota, so I want to go see them. I have friends all over the world now. Because of what I used to do, I helped a lot of people out. There are people all over the place. So I like to visit people, but I also like to see new places and see how new people live. People are the same pretty much wherever you go, but there are certain differences. So yeah. People fascinate me.
What countries are interesting for you?
Well, I've always wanted to work in Mongolia, in the steppes where the eagle hunters are, because I think it's fascinating. But in terms of volunteering, I think wherever you're needed is the best place you can be. And it just seems that things work out. When I was asked to come to Ukraine, I was very excited about it. A friend of mine had been here prior to Euromaidan, and he had nothing but incredible things to say about his experience in Ukraine, not only because of the people here, but also because of the culture and traditions and heritage. And that's what interests me the most. But service is about doing what other people need, not necessarily what you want to do. I mean, you hope you can do what you want to do. So in terms of volunteering, I go anywhere where people need help. And there's places all over the world that need help, in Haiti and Nepal and so on. My son was volunteering in Nepal after the earthquake. In terms of traveling, though, I mean, people are fascinating everywhere you go. So I have friends all over the world. So.
What American traditions did you follow to you in Ukraine?
Well, actually, I don't practice a lot of American traditions. We have Thanksgiving and Halloween, and I have 5 kids. Growing up, we did things that kids would normally do as we were raising our children. I particularly like the 4th of July because I like fireworks. So that's just that's a holiday I like the most. And then I like the winter, the winter holidays, just because, that's when family, it's slower and it's colder, people come inside and people spend more time together, and it's when I see my family more frequently.
I have happy birthday in July.
Oh, you do? All right. What day?
14.
Oh, 14th of July. Yeah, it's a beautiful time of year too.
Yes.
It's a great time of year. Where I lived for many years is very much, the weather is very much like Ukraine.
What Ukrainian traditions do you like most of?
I'm going to mispronounce it. Podorожі? What?
Подорожі.
I like that. I like jumping in the ice cold water. It was absolutely great. I had when I first arrived in Dubno, I had a host family, and Andriy invited us, myself and another volunteer, to go out with him, and we went to the river together, and we spent a few hours there. It took me all afternoon to warm up. I was frozen afterwards, but I really enjoyed myself. I also enjoyed the fact that there were so many people there. It was a beautiful day too, so yeah, time with your family and the people that you love. It doesn't matter what tradition. That's one thing I very much appreciate about being here. I also like the tradition in Ukraine, and I hope that I continue to do this, is in my family you grew up, and on your birthday, everyone would go around the room and say something nice about you. But that's very rare in the United States. It's not a common thing to have happen on your birthday. And when I got here, on your birthday, everybody comes up and says something nice and they wish you good health. And I think that's a beautiful thing. That's beautiful. Yeah.
What are you planning in nearest future?
So I'll be in Dubno for another 10 months. And after they call it COS, when I close my service with Peace Corps, I plan on traveling. Right now, I'm trying to decide where that's going to be or where I'm going to live, because I basically sold everything that I own. I don't own anything in the United States. I don't have a house or a car. I just have whatever I have here. So I get to decide where I want to be next. So I'll take the 10 months to plan. I'm thinking about traveling to New York for a while so that I can study law, and I'm thinking about developing a consulting business with some friends of mine who are very interested, so that we can do work in the environment and we can bring medical equipment to Ukraine, because there's a lack of medical equipment for a lot of the hospitals and medical centers. And I know people in the United States who have a lot of medical equipment. It's just a matter of getting it here. So, yeah.
What could you wish to Ukrainian people?
Well, what I would wish for Ukrainian people is the same thing I would wish for everybody. Peace. We need peace in this world, and we need health. Because without peace and our health, we don't have a lot. And that people treat each other with fairness and equanimity, justice. And I've been very fortunate here. The people that I've met have been caring for me, and they love me, and they've invited me to be part of their family. And I think that that's what I wish for everybody. Wherever you go, that people care for you and they make you part of their family. So.
Thanks for our interview. I wish you good luck and wonderful achievements. Підписуйтесь на наш канал Mixed Boom. З нами весело та цікаво. У нас ще багато нових зустрічей, інтерв'ю та сюрпризів. Па-па!